Hey everyone, and welcome to my Air Combat Let's Play. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Ace Combat series, I went back to play the game that started it all, Air Combat. Many of the elements in Air Combat, such as mercenary pilots, trench runs, and super weapons, would become staples of the series. Throughout the video, I'll be providing commentary, including introducing the game to those who haven't yet played it. And so, let's begin. Six-year-old me used to get pretty hyped up after watching that. It was one of the intros I would never skip. Air Combat was released in 1995 for the original PlayStation, eventually gaining the green Greatest Hits banner. Being one of the first games for the console, its graphics are laughably terrible compared to games released halfway through the console's life. The visual difference between Air Combat and Ace Combat 2 is night and day. Before we start, I'm going to go into the options and set the controls to expert. Wow, this game only has the option of switching audio between stereo and monophonic. Well, at least there's the free music player right off the bat. Okay, everything's all set. Let's do this in hard mode.
Gentlemen, you are the cream of the world's air forces. This country desperately needs your help. 6 months ago, an extremely well-armed and organized terrorist force carried out a coup d'etat. Attempts to free our country have been foiled by repeated surprise attacks. To avoid escalating this war and causing unacceptable civilian losses, we wish to employ your services. Surgical airstrikes and the elimination of enemy air superiority will tip the scales in our favor. You will receive remuneration commensurate with your positions as the premier top guns of the world.
So, the rebels have taken over the country, and you've been hired to send the rebels back to the Stone Age. This would go on to become the usual plot behind most of the wars in later Ace Combat games. Smaller organizations, not entire countries, are revealed to be the true antagonists. Though the coup d'etat in this game calls into question whether or not you're fighting for the good guys, so to speak. So this is our world map. From here, we get to choose what mission we want to go on, as well as view the aircraft we have available in our hangar in the menu option on the lower right-hand corner. From here, we have the option to buy, sell, and view the aircraft we have available to us. Since we started the game, all we have is our humble F4. So without anything else to do, let's get back out to the main menu. Let's go on our first mission. On the upper left hand corner you can see what our objective is and the reward, which is 5 million credits for the first mission.
This is an evaluation of your operational abilities. Intelligence reports an enemy supply unit moving to resupply their forward positions. You should have the advantage of surprise. You should have localized air superiority for the duration of the operation. Target, C5A supply unit.
Okay, wow, the subtitles are very far behind. So from here we get to see our targets in detail. Anything highlighted in a yellow square is the mission critical targets. Anything else are completely optional. So So see here we have a couple of E767s, ace level MiG-31s, some C5s, and finally ace level F4s. Alright, so as you can see in the lower right hand corner, aircraft stats are divided into 5 categories rather than 6. Offense stat will eventually become the air-to-air and air-to-ground stats, and power would eventually be renamed to the speed stat.
Ready? Right now.
Alright, so here's our HUD. Everything looks pretty much the same. Our speedometer, we got our altimeter or compass, damage meter, and map. You notice that the gun count is 9,999 rounds. All aircraft have the same amount of gun ammunition. You also notice that instead of a timer, we have a fuel gauge. Some of the old fans wish to have the fuel gauge back, but they're actually the same thing. The fuel gauge decreases at a constant rate. It doesn't go faster by holding the afterburner down.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot him down! Stay with him. Enemy in sight. Focus on our
Okay, let's shoot this guy down. One more missile.
Stay with him. Take off!
Yep, another thing about this game is that fighters in this game take 2 to 3 missiles actually to shoot down. It was eventually lowered down to just 2 missiles, which made sense since we can only fire 2 at any given time. The fight dynamics in this game is rather odd. You turn sharper if you accelerate a little bit. Flying slow will actually make you make slower, wider turns for some reason. It appears that our bullets can only hit when we're actually in gun range.
Focus on our tail! On our left! Up ahead! On our left! Enemy in sight. Enemy target located.
Okay, let's go after this MiG-31 here.
Stay with him.
Come on. Oh, too fast.
Get away.
Oh, missile actually hit him.
Focus on our tail. Focus on our stick. Focus on our stick.
If you look at the ground, you may notice that it's kind of splotchy. There's some areas with textures, some areas without. I'm not quite sure whether or not that's actually ground, the green void that is, or if that's water.
Enemy in sight.
Not really intending to figure that out right now.
Blew him away.
And yeah, the tactical map that we have here, it only shows the mission critical targets. Instead of optional targets don't show up at all. And this is our third-person view. Third-person view is actually really terrible. It gets rid of all the important information. All we have is our damage counter and our missile counter, and the only time we can see our map is by holding down the square button. At least we get to see our pretty little F4 and its diamond-shaped exhausts.
Up ahead! Focus on our stick. On our right. Enemy in sight. Up ahead!
Okay, stay still for me.
Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Don't let him shoot.
Our co-pilot can be so condescending sometimes. Yeah, that voice that we constantly hear, that's our co-pilot. Even if he's not actually in the plane, if we're flying single-seaters, his voice will always be there. Making you feel bad for every time you miss, and celebrating every single time that you land a hit. So I guess it all evens out. No, I'm completely off target
Enemy
here.
target located. I'm losing him. Enemy target located. locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Stay with him.
Now what is gun range? Oh, there we go. It's like, I guess it's about 450.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bogey on our tail! Let's return to mission, buddy! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! On our left! Bogey on our tail! On our right! Up ahead!
Ah, fired one too early.
Shoot it down! Jesus, miss! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo! Don't let him get away! He's toast!
Alright, we're down to the last couple of C5s. So let's finish them off and round this up.
Enemy target
There they are.
located. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bingo! Yahoo!
Oh, that didn't hit.
Away.
Come on, the vertical's right on him. Oh, whatever.
Stay with him. Bring back one.
Ah, the most satisfying sound.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, that's our mission accomplished screen. Our F4 flies all the way up, and we get treated to our score. Or rather, our rewards. And to top it off, we get a nice 360 pan of our F4. Look at that. Clipping. Is it clipping? I don't know what it's called. And that's mission 1. Alright, new aircraft available. Let's go check those out. There we go. Okay, so we got a MiG-31 and a F-117. Wow, that thing is like nothing on there. Let's see. I think there's a lot of offense and defense. That's just my F4. Do I really want a plane with less mobility than the one I started with? It's got a really nice offense and defense power, but I really like being able to turn, so no. Okay, on to the second mission.
Immediate mobilization required. Our base's position was compromised in the last enemy push. Reports indicate imminent arrival of bombers. Scramble and ace those bogies. Target B-52 bomber force.
Ace those bogeys. That's the first time I've heard that. Okay, so here we got a few. Well, we've got 4 tornadoes. A couple of B-52s, we gotta watch out for those. And trailing behind them is a pair of Harriers. In this mission, I believe there is a non-standard game over. If you let the bombers get too close to the base, the mission fails because they successfully bombed it. So we'll make sure they don't get there.
Ready?
Ready.
Break now!
Okay, so tornadoes start by splitting. Let's go after them.
Up ahead! Take off! Enemy target located! Up ahead!
I'm gonna go after the
Enemy
first
in sight.
pair of bombers.
Up ahead.
Can't let them
On
get
our left.
too close to the base.
Bogey on our 6.
As I said, we gotta be careful closing in on these guys because they have rear gunners. If you get too close in the gun range, they'll start firing at you and you'll be shot down before you knew it.
Bingo! Yahoo! Back one.
Okay. I guess there's only one of them.
Enemy
All
targets
right.
located. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Bogey on our 6.
Alert, body
Enemy in
damage.
bogey at 12 o'clock.
Alert,
Bogey
body
on our
damage.
tail.
Alert, body
Bogey
damage.
on our tail.
And that female voice was our bitching Betty. It was hard to say all the 3
Enemy
lines.
targets located.
Caution, stall warning,
Up ahead.
and
On our right.
whatever it is she says when we
Fire.
take
Shoot him
damage.
down. Enemy in sight. On our left.
Come on, stop
Enemy
turning.
ahead. Great shot. On our left.
Hey, these guys are getting a little too close.
On our left. Take off. And up ahead. Bingo! Yahoo! Bogey on our tail. Enemy in sight. Up ahead.
Wow, those guys came in fast.
Ahead.
Body
Oh,
Ahead.
got too close.
Alert, body damage.
Bogey on our
Alert,
tail.
body damage. Alert,
Fire.
body
Shoot him
damage.
down.
Alert, body damage.
Oh, I know what she's saying.
Enemy in
Holy
sight. Bogey on
crap.
our 6.
20 years, I've never understood what she said. Finally, I figured it out. It's
Stay with it,
alert
take off.
body damage.
Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot him down. Here. Close. On our right. Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight. Bogey on our 6. Up ahead. Bogey on our tail. Take off. On our right. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. On our right. Enemy up ahead. On our right. Enemy in sight. Up ahead.
Now he's going high.
Enemy locked on target. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot him down. Blew him away.
Oh wow, that actually hit.
On our right.
Okay.
Bogey on our 6. Take off.
I'm still not sure if those are islands and that's an ocean or land.
Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot him down. Take off.
Get out of here.
Enemy target located.
Okay, there's 2 bogeys left. We'll go deal with them. Now they're getting awfully close. I can see the base in the
Let's return to mission.
lower corner.
Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6. Take off. Bogey on our 6. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot him down. Take off.
Now he dodged it.
Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot him down.
Come on, level up for
Stay with
me.
him. Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot him down. Bingo. Yahoo! Here. Toast.
Okay, there's one more bandit
Enemy
out
target
there.
located.
Do I have time?
Up ahead.
Yeah, I'll make it quick.
Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire.
Yes, alright. Let's go wrap this up. That's our base on the lower left-hand corner of that map.
Enemy target located. Enemy locked on target. Fire.
Whoa, too close, too close. Oh, when you can see the gun firing out of that thing.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, yes, and we get penalized with every damage we take. If you get shot down or you crash the plane, you actually lose it, and you have to buy it back again, full price. But of course you can circumvent that just by loading from an earlier save, so I guess they finally learned that and decided not to include that feature later on. Okay, we're getting close to the 30 minutes. I think the next one will be the last one. That'll do for today. Oh, new aircraft available. Alright, let's go see what's new. Alright, seen that. Seen that. Oh, Tom Kitty. Oh, look at that stability. Oh, and you got a Hornet too. And yeah, that's it. Hornet or Tomcat? One's got nice stability, but it's got less mobility. And that's got better mobility than the F4. Oh, that's a tough choice. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with the F-18. There we go. Replaced a nice paint job with the shoddy one. Perfect.
AWACS reports an enemy incursion in our sector. We are diverting you from local air support to forward operations. Neutralize the approaching units. Target enemy attacking force. Formation makeup is unknown. Expect enemy fighter support and tough dogfight. Good luck.
Okay, yeah, we can't see any of the targets because they're all unknown. Let's take our brand new F-18 to combat. If I remember, this is going to be pure dogfighting, no large aircraft, just tornadoes, Harriers, and I don't know what else.
Ready? Break now!
Now, this is fitting music.
Enemy locked on target. Fire! Back fire!
That was easy.
Bogey on our 6. On our left. Enemy inside. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bogey on our 6. On our left. Up ahead! On our left! Bogey on our 6. Great shot! Don't let him get away! Jesus,
What? How does that
miss? On our left! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked up ahead!
Okay, he's pulling up.
Bogey at 12 o'clock!
Look at that sun glare.
Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Great shot! Bogey on our 6. Stay with him. Blew him away. Take off. On our left. Enemy in sight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy.
Bogey on our 6.
It's a Harrier.
Fire. Blew him away. Bogey on our tail. Take off. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. He's wasted.
Wow, that hit. Well, I'm surprised it's you there, buddy.
On our right.
Okay, no, follow the target I was going after. Come on.
Bogey on our 6.
There we
Enemy
go.
in up ahead. Fire. Shoot it. Take off. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus.
What? Yeah.
Enemy in sight. Fire. Shoot him away. Bogey on our 6. On our left.
Okay, I guess this is the last one. Let's finish this off. Come on, buddy, stop turning.
Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus, miss! Don't let him get away! Remove him away!
Alright. That was fast.
Mission accomplished.
2 million credit payouts. Let's take a look at our beautiful F-18 here. And its diamond exhausts as well. I believe it's in the F-18C. Yeah, I don't think the E was available at this time. Alright, wingmen and new aircraft. Okay, let's go take a look at what's new. What do we have? Got that. A tornado. Wow, look at those stats. Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm not interested in those yet. Alright, so the next mission will be a nighttime attack. However, we've been running for quite a bit now, so I'm going to end this here for now. I'll of course be continuing my Ace Combat 20th anniversary playthrough. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have anything to say, questions about the game, or any suggestions on how I can improve this or make it more entertaining for you guys, you're welcome to comment below. If you wish to follow the series, hit the subscribe button below, and wow, I've actually never imagined myself ever saying that. But yeah, I'll have some new content before you know it. Until then though, take care.